right, good morning, everyone. I got about 2.5 hours of sleep last night. Just got up. I am going to get some clothes on and leave right away for the airport. That's really all I'm doing. Everything's already packed. I'm excited to go do a few fun things, and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the ride. Hopefully I don't just spontaneously fall over like a sim that is low on his energy bar, but we'll see what happens. And with that, I am here. I think I found the only spot that was open. All right, go off Fort Wayne Airport. Looks like they opened up the inside a little bit. Wow, yeah, this is nice. All right, we're here. We're landing. All right, I got in at 8:19, which is a little bit earlier than we were thinking we were going to get in. It said, I think, 8:35. So I I am not like in any kind of a rush whatsoever. But I'm going to be calling my hotel to see if there's a place where I can store my bags. There is a quick spur that takes you straight downtown, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to catch that because I need to get to my hotel first. So it'll be time to call a hotel and capture an Uber. Also, it is very much time for breakfast. Bojangles for breakfast all day. All right, Bojangles coming in clutch with a quick meal. That didn't take long at all. This coffee is definitely necessary, although I did sleep for that entire flight, which was great. Right now I'm just waiting on my Uber app to update so that I can get my Uber and get out of here. And apparently my room is ready for me, so that should be great. The lady at the front desk was extremely nice and very helpful, and I was able to get in. It's like 9:30 right now. All right. Well, that's fast. Oh my word, guys. This is so great. And it's not about the room. I mean, the room is nice too. We'll actually do a full room review later. Oh my word, look at this. Ah! I get a park view. Yay. That is so cool. Carowinds, there you are, right from my window. Man, and for the amount that you pay for this hotel, I mean, that makes it worth it already. Now it's time for a nap, finally. Well, good morning, everybody. I mean, second morning. If there's a second breakfast, is there a second breakfast?
So let's go check out the rest of this area and see what else we can find, and also what kinds of food we can find in the direct proximity. We're gonna go do some editing down at Wendy's at least, or at least look around also at what else is around this area. And we're gonna at some point make our way all the way down to the park. We're also gonna make it down to Cabela's at some point this evening. It's only like 12 o'clock right now, so. And it is a beautiful day. Oh my word, I haven't felt weather like this in so long. So there is Wendy's. We've got several different hotels around and some additional like Famous Dave's, Moe's it says too. Ooh, that sounds kind of good. Okay, never mind, they are not open, but there are a lot of other things around, including the Circle K right behind me here, which is where I'll go tonight when I need a little snack. So instead, I'm thinking off to Moe's I go. I'm hoping they're open on the inside. I'm really surprised that Wendy's is not open on the inside, but maybe they're just understaffed for today. I have no idea, but when you're walking, it kind of makes things difficult if they're not open on the inside. Wow, it didn't take long. It just moved from being very nice outside and like, wow, I haven't felt this weather in a long time, to like, oh my word, I'm hot. I'm sure this is my chance for a tan. We'll have to work on that this week while I'm here. Now, our room would be one of them up here on the top floor. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I can get a good burrito bowl or something. Although I also want to time very specifically how long it takes for me to get to the front, from the front gate to my hotel, or vice versa.
All right, sometimes editing just feels so tedious. It's like it's never actually going to get done. Either way, right now, I'm on my way to Cabela's, which is another perk of this hotel. It is very close to Cabela's. I don't know about you, but I really like Cabela's. I just think it's fun just to walk into.
This is a big one too. When I lived in Mitchell, South Dakota, our Cabela's was a nice big one there for pheasant hunting. Makes me have fond memories of my friends in South Dakota. Ooh, but I found bathing suits. Should I go American flag? Okay, not gonna lie, none of these are particularly stylish. I think I might just get these. Yeah, it almost matches my shirt, right? Sure. Display. Oh my word, look at these huge fish. Hey, fishies! I'm sure they can hear me, right? He's a menace. I'm not a hunter, nor am I a fisher man, but I do think it's fun to come through here and to see all the displays that they have. I don't know much about Charlotte, but I do know as we were about to come in, I saw a lot of lakes, so I imagine what this is all about. Would be awfully cool to own something like this, but I also just think, man, what a pain it would be to clean it all. I'm a very practical and very lazy man. Okay, I don't remember this being a part of Cabela's. Actually, I guess they may have had like a fudge store where they may have had some things like this. It kind of looked like that wooden thing there. But here there are some toys. There was some fudge, I saw that. Mugs. She is beautiful, but not enough to tempt me.
There were two people selling timeshares in there, which of course they're never going to call it a timeshare. No, it's a vacation club. They were like, hey sir, so if you have the chance, would you like to go to the mountains or to the beach? And And on it, I looked down on the screen and I'm like, it says shows and it says theme parks too. So I was like, I'd much rather go to shows or theme parks. Let's just say I was not their average clientele. Okay, just coming in here after being outside. It does feel hot in here actually, so I think the AC is actually on, but the elevator feels a lot cooler. Well, the video is rendering and actually is already shared. I got my shoes on and I'm about to go for a walk and get nice and sweaty on my way down to Carowinds so that we can see how long of a ride or how long of a walk it's going to take for us to get down to Carowinds. Hopefully I can get a little bit of a tan while we're doing that too. First things first, we gotta figure out where the pool is. Okay, so I'm looking for any sign that might say something about a pool. Maybe this sign down here will say it. I may need to ask somebody because I have no idea. It might be down here. Okay, workout room. Here's the workout room. Okay, I'll come in here tonight. This is cool. I was kind of hoping they'd have free weights, but this is okay. I think it's back over here, but I do not see an entrance to it. Well, it's locked. How do you get into it? Or is it not open? It may not be open. I mean, it kind of looks like it's not. There's some, like a table that's in disrepair. But there's locks here on the door. But I truly don't see a single room that has, like, these are rooms that lead out to them. Maybe only they can get to the pool. But I don't see a door that, like, leads to it for the general group. All right, so the pool is not open. And I guess that's fine. he said it's gonna be way too cold. Like, it's supposed to get down to the 30s later on this week. So now we're just gonna go straight across, get straight up over that grassy green and into the site, and into the parking lot. Okay, I left at 5:54 for this. We get to the top of this hill. There should be a great view. Cool. The only problem is it is a fair bit muddy. I hope I'm not gonna get in any trouble for being back here. But look at the mud. Like, I'm trying to figure out where the high ground is for me to walk through. I think I'll take the path next time. And here comes the sun, which is good. I mean, I want it to give me some sun, but it's also getting hot. It's cloudy, it's a little bit sunny, very humid. But look at this park. This is so cool. We have to get a lot of steps in today, so we're gonna definitely do some walking. So I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I'm trying to kind of look deep into the park. For me, just to get stuck with this, I think it's called Fahrenheit, but I'm not sure. I do know the blue one is Fury 325, and I hope I can stand right on the South and North Carolina lines today. This selfie stick will be good for that. Okay, so there's a sidewalk here. So tomorrow I'll have to be careful in the parking lot. We'll see how long this is gonna take, and then I'll kind of have a plan when I need to leave tomorrow. And also, if I want to go back to my hotel, how long is that gonna take? 325. I just love the angles of this entire ride. Now, I have heard very good things also about this hotel. I think it's called Spring Hill Suites. It's maybe worthwhile to look into for the future. If I see anything that makes me feel unwelcome, I'm not gonna go in. So they did have a rope up there, so I'm not going in that way. I do hear music in there. Someone's in there right now.
Yeah, I see a worker. I can't wait to see the inside of this. I think this is gonna be so much fun. I am convinced you couldn't have a better entrance than this. The ride goes under you as you walk in, and then goes back over you. This might be more iconic than Cedar Point's entrance. It might be. Don't quote me on that yet, but it might be. But right now, we are going to the North Carolina, South Carolina line. And nobody's stopped me so far. I mean, I've not done anything illegal. I'm not trying to do anything bad. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool. Okay, so let's see. Does Spring Hill Suites have... Okay, it doesn't look like Spring Hill Suites has any kind of a sidewalk taking you to it either. Oh, maybe it does. Yeah, okay, it looks like it kind of does. But here is Carowinds and the state line. North Carolina, South Carolina. Here's the state line. Look, Mom, I'm on the state line. We'll go the other way. So let's see how long this journey actually took to get us all the way here. This should be far enough to say that we already got all the way up to the front now. Because we can enter from over there, but instead we walked all the way over to here. Okay, so we started walking at 4:52. It is 5:09 right now, which means that took roughly 20 minutes for us to walk that entire way, which honestly isn't really that much different than if you were parking all the way out in the far part of the parking lot. Especially considering that I didn't have to drive a car, I didn't have to use any gas, and I didn't have to pay to park coming in. Once again, let's take a look at this iconic entrance. This is just so cool. Like, I already feel excitement here. Maybe it's just the music, but I already feel excitement. Can't wait to feel what it's gonna be like tomorrow. And once again, like, look at those angles. I don't know the proper names for these, and quite honestly, I don't care. That's just not my brand. Instead, I'm here to serve you up a generous helping of Dad Bod and to discuss tips and tricks for your favorite roller coaster parks so that you can get the most out of your days when you come to them. We're gonna have a lot to find out about tomorrow. I want to ride the observation tower, but that contraption of death, I will never ride. Now for Carowinds, the water park and the roller coaster park are on two different ends. So the entrance for roller coasters is over here. For the theme park, you go to the right side of the parking lot, I guess. If you're facing the park, you go to the right. For the water rides, I'll show you when we get around to the other side where you would need to go. It's so cool. Once again, you get some fun twists and turns. These rides are not just your standard Millennium track. They seem to do a lot more than that. I love how this park was able to capitalize so much on the amount of space that they had by going into the parking lot and then building these massive attractions in the parking lot and just taking up a little bit of space around the perimeter. It really is genius, and it's really cool too. Now, as you can see, we are walking away from where we're supposed to go. We should have really kind of jutted off from there through the parking lot. But that's not where we're going. We're going all the way around because I'm going to show you, if you would come later this year or another year, where the water park entrance would be. Although this water park entrance is different than Cedar Point's water park entrances because you can access the water park from inside the regular park for Carowinds. You can't do that. You can also do that for Kings Island. You cannot do that with Cedar Point. With Cedar Point, you have a little road that you cross, and then you have another gate that you need to enter into. There is also a separate gate
from inside the park. And I don't know, you know, if you have to buy a double ticket or what you have to do. I would assume that your platinum or gold pass would get you into both, but because I'm unfamiliar with this park, I don't exactly know. I did see some workers over there too, so I and they just looked at me and then they just left me alone. So I'm assuming I'm doing something that's okay. Maybe it's not sanctioned, but it's okay anyway. There isn't anything that says like no trespassing or anything like that, at least not anything that I passed on my way here. And we are arriving at the front of the water park. By the way, can I just tell you how good it feels to have the sun on you again? Like, I haven't felt this, you know? Just having a little bit of sun is definitely something that I am glad to have. Right behind me, you can see the water park.
Okay, now like here, obviously, they don't want me coming in. And so I won't. Oh my word, palm trees too. There are palm trees, guys. Palm trees. I love it.
All right, so after walking for that long, I had someone come up and tell me I have to leave. So I'm leaving, that's fine. I'll leave, but I am gonna put this all up so that you guys can see how long it takes. I just don't recommend doing this because apparently you're not allowed to. Like I said, I didn't see any no trespassing signs, but he said, you're on private property. So I was like, okay, so I need to leave? He said yes, so I'm leaving. Well, I feel bad because I didn't mean to do something I wasn't supposed to do, but I am, like, it is cool that I was able to go through there and that, I mean, maybe just nobody saw me until the very end, but I mean, I was not hiding what I was doing. I thought, of course, you don't want cars coming in, but if a person staying at a hotel close by walks by, probably not an issue. Apparently not. I do imagine that you don't want to have too many people hanging around the park. And so, if you have too many people hanging around the park, it could have an issue. So you're gonna shoo them off if you see them around. So I guess that makes sense. I suppose if they didn't shoo them off, you'd have a lot more people than just me being rubes around the outside of the park, wouldn't you? I did as I was told when I was told, but not before I was able to see some stuff. So I'm glad that we were able to see some stuff. That's pretty cool. But that being said, don't do what I did.
All right, we are staying in this area because if you're coming on vacation, you're going to stay probably in this area. And I've discovered a couple of different restaurants that look pretty cool. One of them is a dive bar, and one of them is Panchito's Mexican Grill. I think we're going to go to Panchito's because it's also in another hotel. So you can at least kind of see the lobby of the other hotel and get another idea of some place also that is within walking distance where you can come stay to go to Carowinds. So far I have 11,000 steps in for the day. The goal is to get to 20,000 every day this week. So that's going to take some doing, but that's fine. I want to do it. So we're going to try to hit that 20,000 mark tonight, which is why we're taking the stairs right now too. I don't like it that there's no pathway here. It's in the Clarion Hotel.
So for reference, the Clarion Hotel, that's where I'm staying. Not far away, and the park is right over there. There's the sign for Carowinds.
All right, so the Clarion Hotel is right here. Looks like every room has a balcony, which would be pretty nice, especially on a night like tonight. But we're gonna go check it out, see what the inside's like. We're looking for Panchitos. Let's go. Now, every other day this week, we'll be mostly just eating in the parks, but today, we're not. There's actually a church in here. It looks like Panchito's is this way. Yep, Panchito's Mexican Grill. Let's see if it's any good. Well, it smells very, very delicious in here. We'll see what it tastes like.
They bring out chips and 3 different types of salsa. That first salsa is spicy. Woo! It's very good though. I'm assuming this is a guacamole salsa. It's exactly what I love. So I just got a classic mojito, that's all. And we'll see what else is on the menu, what I think of it. This last salsa though, this is also very, very mild. It's very garlicky, oniony. Pretty classic, but I like it better. And we've got a mojito. I am just a sucker for mint, no matter how you slice it. You just truly can't go wrong. Oh my word, they have like little pieces of mint in here too. No wonder why it tastes so great. All right, and here is the arroz con pollo. Everything else. So far, it's been delicious. I don't know why more people aren't in this room. Guys. This is what it is. It's so good. The only thing that surprised me just a little bit is I think these are mushrooms in it. I don't even know that you can see it. But they actually taste really good. Like, I was kind of afraid of the green peppers, but they're so good. Okay, guys, I'm really slowing down. This is it's a lot of food. All right, so that seems like a very nice hotel overall. The food was very, very, very good, and the service was very good also. But the amount of like onions and green bell peppers, which I loved initially because they did taste incredible, was something that ended up like making me like burpy. It would be a lot harder to walk, quite honestly. I'm a little bit worried about crossing the street right now. This busy street is really the problem. Since there are no crossing lanes, I actually just crossed right there. It's actually easier too, because I was able to cross one half of the lane of traffic and then another half. And actually, just in case, I'm gonna stop here at the Circle K and grab just some sort of snack.